Hamster Kombat, the most hyped coin that you've probably heard about ever since they've launched that game on Telegram. But just as expected, it was only a time rug, as somebody in my private community said, because the price just doesn't reflect the time that was invested in all those taps that we had to do in order to generate some in-game dollars, fake dollars of course. And as for me, I only got 76 hamster tokens, which are worth less than 75 cents. A big disappointment if you ask me, but it was expected, right? It is a time rug. At the end of the day, I was just stopping, but I think that there was something bigger that these guys were trying to do. They used Notcoin, converted Hamster into some sort of similar airdrop scheme, making people think that they're eventually going to win thousands of dollars or perhaps even tens of thousands of dollars for free just because of this game. So as expected, it's not worth a lot. I know people that have been spending a lot more time than me and that had a lot more keys, and they only got like $13 worth of airdrop, which again, huge disappointment given that there's so much work being put into all those daily combo missions that you have to do. It was all to turn you into the product at the end of the day, because now so many people are following Hamster that perhaps there are believers out there. There are people who are not going to sell that airdrop and are going to think, it's only worth peanuts. Let's promote the heck out of it just so the price can go up. But I think you're going to continue to see a dump for the next few days perhaps until it reaches the bottom, because so many people around the world got this airdrop for free with no KYC, by the way. No KYC was needed for this airdrop. You didn't need to upload any documents. And so, it's easy for them to just dump it. Why hold it if it's only worth peanuts? And there are so many people in the world where in poor countries where $10 might be worth quite a lot. Perhaps they can live for a full day with that amount. So they're getting that for free. And of course, they're going to offload that into the market. But aside from that, Injective, which is the next thing I want to talk about, has broken the previous resistance area, which I was looking at here back in August. And I had discussed this before when it pulled back and it dumped and then it started pushing to the upside and then it pulled back a bit. That there was a chance that it was going to retest this area here of 2150, even 2050, because I wasn't sure it was going to get as high as 2150 because it had this dip here. I thought it's probably going to go to like 2050. And so when I got to 2050 around here, I actually got out because as you can see, it didn't actually show that much strength here, although the trajectory was right in that moving average really nicely, which is usually a bullish sign. But again, you can't always go by that. And the fact that there was a lot of selling here, as you can see, went back up, then started selling again. I thought this is going to start dumping and probably pull back down. So I thought, it's safer to get out. Like when you see the chart like this, having previously seen this, knowing that this is a resistance area, you would also think that this could go down, right? But of course, we were wrong because thanks to Bitcoin, this has pushed higher. Of course, it retested that area of resistance once again, and then after that it broke out of it. So now the next area that it could get to, and it's already here, by the way, this is the 2350 area, but if it does go higher, it could potentially retest this area of 2590, and it all depends on Bitcoin at the end of the day, because remember that Injective is really bullish when Bitcoin is steady or bullish, right? So Injective always pumps when Bitcoin is sideways, pretty much like a stable coin, or when it starts performing and it continues to increase, right? When it dumps, even when it dumps, sometimes Injective can hold. But if the dump is big, then even Injective can dump from that, right? And it depends on the trajectory, because when we had a bit of a pullback here to 2140, had Bitcoin dumped, then this would have been the perfect opportunity to see Injective go down and then get in for the next ride higher when Bitcoin recovers. But because Bitcoin did recover, this did make Injective go back up, and of course it didn't continue dumping because all the big sellers are pretty much out now. So you're only seeing people buy, bots get in, and then the market makers as well, which are taking great care of Injective. So now all we can hope for, if you're already out of Injective like I am, is that it will lose some strength perhaps, and we may see a pullback just like we have seen here and just like we have seen here. Even though this was a huge pump, the big pullback came, and when it comes fast, as you can see here. Then it has a lot of strength to go higher, but then the dump is really nasty, really great. And it's not good for holders those who are staking and believing. And of course, I am a believer, but I also like to flip it because these swings are so wild that it's just not worth staking it to me, right? Of course, I could stake it and just wait it out until the next $40, $50 and then make a really nice gain off that stress-free. But I can also swing off this, and catch these big flips. And I think that it's actually better and more exciting as well than just simply staking. Like for me, staking is okay during a bear market, but right now, because we are in this situation where I don't even know if to call this a bear market nor a bull market, it's kind of a sideways trajectory because Bitcoin has not put in that new all-time high yet. It has not gotten back to 70K or higher to bring us into that situation like we're back in March of 2024. It could be that Injective continues to move higher if there's more strength, if there's a good reason to, depending on Bitcoin and depending on the news from the Injective team, because Injective are always posting bullish news. And finally, if you have a MEXC account already using my referral link, I want to thank you very much for that. But there is a chance for you to get 50 CADI tokens as a reward during this event that the MEXC team have organized. And I am an affiliate of MEXC, by the way, for transparency. So I do get a small commission when you're trading on MEXC using my referral link. And if you are trading on spot, so if you're buying and selling on spot with a total trading volume of 100 USDT on the CADI USDT pair, then you do get 50 CADI as reward. And if you're using perpetuals futures, perpetuals trading, which is a high risk, by the way, because you can use leverage there. So just keep that in mind and be wary of that you can lose your money with perpetuals. You don't become a bag holder like with spot in the case that things go the wrong way when you're trading. If you're trading a total trading volume of 100 USDT there on the CADI USDT perpetual futures pair, then you get 50 CADI as a reward plus 10 USDT futures bonus. Okay, that is the reward. A lot of people can qualify for this. It's not a lot of money, but you're basically getting about 25% back of the trading volume. So not bad at all, by the way. So just keep that in mind here if you are interested to take part. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.